Hi bass players, Tatiana is here. Today we are diving into one of the most important skills you can learn: how to craft simple bass lines that sound great and feel good. Whether you are starting out or want to make your bass lines more musical, this one is for you. The bass guitar is the bridge between rhythm and harmony. You are doing both. You are locking in with the drama while also outlining the harmony. There is a joke: you can't tell the chord until the bass player decides which note. To be honest, and don't tell it the others, this is not 100% true, but partially it is. The notes you play are really important for the harmonical support. So your bass line should do two things. First, support the groove, and second, outline the harmony, even and especially if it's super simple. A great place to start is with the root tones of each chord. If your chord progression looks like C, F, G, C, your bass line can be literally just C, F, G, C, these notes, one note per bar. You just have to be very precise, plucking the correct note exactly when the beat 1 starts, and it already works. Or I can take F instead of here, here, and G can be taken here because these are the octaves, like this. Here I played the notes called semi-braves in the British system, or the whole notes in the American system. Each note lasts 4 beats. They look like potatoes, or some people prefer calling them watermelons because you have 4 syllables in the word watermelon. They are simple and reliable in any situation. If you are not sure what rhythm to play, you can just play the watermelon notes until you are confident enough to develop them into some other rhythms. Now let's make it a little bit more interesting, splitting the bar rhythmically into some chunks. Like, for example, you can split it in halves and play minims or the half notes like this. Or you can split the bar in 4 and play the crotchets or the quarter notes like this. And if you split every beat in halves, you will play the quavers or the eighth notes like this. And this is very common in rock. And of course you can combine these note values, making more interesting rhythms like this. You don't need a lot of notes, just a sense of timing and groove. If you want to connect the root tones smoothly, you can try to play some pasting notes, for example, walking from C to F with D and E in between. Or you can try approach notes. It's playing the notes before the target, a half step or a whole step. You can take them from down going up or from above going down. Usually we take approach notes from the scale. In this example we have C major scale and the notes are C, D, E, F, G, A, B and C again. We don't have any sharps or flats. It means that coming from C to F I would use E, not E flat, or G, not G flat. It's not an absolute rule, and even in C major scale, in some contexts, you can use E flat flat sometimes, or G flat coming to F as approach notes coming to F. But if you are not sure, it's better to use the notes from the scale, they are more reliable. I've prepared a couple of videos about major and minor scales, and you might find them interesting to watch. Now I'll play the same chord progression using passing notes. And now I'll play the same chord progression again to demonstrate the approach notes. The key is try to keep it simple and make it serve the song. Don't feel like you have to fill every space. Space is groove's best friend. I'll show you two examples of the same chord progression with a busy bass line and with a simple one. The chords will be F minor, D flat and C. I'm sure you recognized the second example. That was from the song Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. And that was simpler and groovier than the first example, wasn't it? So try to play it simple, and later, when you are comfortable enough with the basics, you can add some more interesting things into your parts, like syncopations, triplets, arpeggios, slides, grace notes, and much more. However, often the simple way serves the music well enough. Now, if you want a little challenge, you can take a simple chord progression, for example, C, F, G, C, this is the one I used in my examples in this video, and write 2 or 3 different bass lines using just the root tones with some rhythmic variations and maybe 1 or 2 passing or approach notes. Then record yourself playing it and listen back. You'll learn so much this way. If you found this video helpful, hit the like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and drop a comment. What's your favorite beginner bass groove? I might play it here on this channel for you and the others. See you next time. Happy grooving!